how to make lemon tart, especially for my friend Peggy, because she loved it so much. The crust that I'm going to be making is a shortbread crust. Cube up your butter into little pieces, and it needs to be cold. 1 cup of flour, 1/4 cup sugar, and a pinch of salt. Toss this together like this. And a rub and a toss. Rub. This is what it looks like when it's done. And do you see how it's not completely uniform? Can you see how there's some bigger pieces and some of the littler pieces? And that's how you want it, because otherwise it will be overworked. Right before you think it's done, that's when it's done. Press like this. You can see those larger bits of butter, you see? And that's just going to make for a very flaky crust. And then the little tiny bits of butter make for a tender crust. So that's why you want some big and some small. I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook it until it's just barely golden. The tart crust is in the oven, and while that's happening, getting all golden and gorgeous, we're going to make the filling. I use a vegetable peeler, and this one is crap, actually. I really like OXO. So if you can find OXO, O-X-O, that's a really good one to buy. But anyways, you take the peeler, you see? And then you get this perfect piece of a zest that has no pith on it. None of that white stuff. So that's what you're looking for. 3 or 4 of those. And then I get all fancy. And you know, you're probably not going to do this. You probably have one of those beautiful lemon zester things that will zest the lemon without taking away any of the pith. But I kind of obsess about that kind of stuff, that some of the pith will be left in there, which is not nice, you know, to eat in the tart. So I go ahead and julienne it. You can see I've julienned it into these tiny little strips, and then whoosh, 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 you just julienne it the other way. So that's your lemon peel, and that's about 1 teaspoon. Oh, I can smell the tart crust cooking already, and it smells delicious. 3 medium-sized lemons gave me 1/2 cup. In my bowl, I'm going to put 4 egg yolks, and wait, let me think about this. I'm going to put 4 whole eggs and 2 yolks. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're freaking out about, oh my God, I can't get the yolk separate from the thing. Let me see if I can get up close and personal here. Here we go. There it is. All right. So you put the whole egg in there, and you get a bottle, and you squeeze it, right? Squeeze the bottle, put it up to the yolk, and then release. Ah, look. There it is. The yolk is now separate from the white. How cool is that? And then you come back here, and you just squeeze, whoop, the yolk back in. Fun tricks with Faye. We're going to beat these eggs. Yeah. Not so they're light and fluffy, just until they're completely incorporated. Slowly, okay? Let me bring it over here a little bit. Slowly add the sugar to the egg, like this. Try not to breathe in that sugar. There. is just until you don't feel any more granules in the egg. And then you know it's done. Now I'm gonna add the lemon juice to the egg mixture. Ooh. And you know what it needs? Just a pinch of salt. I'm gonna get this whole mixture into the pan over a medium heat. Now at this point, you're not like, you don't want to beat air into the lemon curd. You just want to keep it moving. So do it in a stainless steel pan. Really quickly, it thickens up. And when it coats the back of a spoon, so that you go like this, and you drag your finger through it, and it's a very clear path that your finger makes, that means it's done. We're gonna add cold butter, 1 tablespoon at a time. And they usually tell you to add a lot more, but I add 2 tablespoons total. So I'm just gonna carefully whisk that in off the heat. No more flame, okay? Off the heat. You just whisk that in through the sieve just to get rid of any impurities so that it's beautifully smooth. Add that lemon zest, in it goes. Oh yeah, baby. That's the crust. A little bit of gold, a little bit of that pale yellow, and the golden edges. Now you're going to pour it right on top of the crust. You set this in the oven at 350. Turn the oven down to 350. Okay? And put that in there just for 5 minutes, just until it's set. There we go. Like 5-6 minutes tops. Okay, there's the lemon tart done. It's still a little shaky, but it's gonna set as it cools, and it's set all the way around the edges.